that many of you love Dracaena Marginatas, and I do too. And I have one that I inherited with the house that needed to be cut back. So I have some Dracaena Marginata variegata tricolor cuttings here. So today I'm going to talk to you about what can happen to the cuttings and what to do about it. So stick around. Oh, the reason that this is called Dracaena Marginata variegata tricolor is because the leaves have that pink edge. So the mother plant I inherited when I moved into this house, and the story about that plant is in the next video when I actually cut the plant back, but I thought I'd do the cuttings ones first. So when that one is up, I will put the link to that blog post and video down below so you can see me cutting back the plant and what the plant looked like before. But I just wanted to do it because Dracaena Marginatas oftentimes need to be cut back because they get very leggy and tall because we think they're for low light conditions, but they're not. They actually do better in bright light. That's when they look all nice and this way instead of all droopy. That's from a combination of not enough light, and it could be something going on with the watering, like too much, and they go shoo. So these are some pretty crazy stems, and I've had them in here for about 2 weeks now. And I changed the water once. I'm about to do it again. It's good to change it every 5 to 7 days, keep the water nice and fresh. And then I'm going to cut some of these down because, as you can see, there's a lot of yellow leaves on it. But that's okay, don't worry, because this is what happens oftentimes when you cut a longer stem. A couple of these are already starting to root. You can see the roots coming right on there, and that's great. They were kind of crazy on the stems. So you can just cut them back, or just, I'll cut them back. Just take off all the yellow stuff off of the cuttings. So I gathered them all here closer so you can see. Those are the roots, those are white things coming out. Those nodes, those things, yeah, that's a good horticultural term now. Those are the roots starting to emerge. So I just wanted to show you that this one here, this one is the most upright of all of them, of all the cuttings. And it's not showing a root yet, surprisingly enough. But that one just goes in that little vase just beautifully. So that one I am going to keep because I'm going to put in the base of the plant. And then these, I have happily found someone who's going to take them. Yay! Because I was going to get, I was going to get rid of them because how many do I need? Anyway, I just wanted to show you that I only keep the water in the vase up to about 1/3. I don't keep it all the way up here because I don't want the roots on the plant to come all the way up here and it will start to root. So I just want the roots to come out of the bottom there. So the water is all nice and clean, and these have been cleaned up also. But as you can see, they're a really crazy shape. And I think because this one is pretty long, yes, I'm going to cut it because it will root again. And now that I actually have someone for it. Because what's going to happen is these plants just keep on growing, and these lower leaves all turn yellow and die. It's part of its natural growth habit. So you need to cut them back every now and then, unless that really long look is what you want. So even that, after they've started to root, you can cut them again and they will root again if you decide they're too long. This one is just crazy, but that's kind of fun in a pot actually. I may actually put that one back in because it is kind of fun and crazy. And that's about all you do. But I was noticing how yellow the leaves were, and there were a lot of them, but it's not really a concern because they do it. Just take them off, and if you need to recut them and then root them again, that's just fine. If you like the look of the Dracaena Marginata in water, you can keep it there for a while. The longest I've ever had one in water is about 7 or 8 months, but I think they look great in a vase. So that's an option for a little while too, for a short term. Oh, and I forgot to mention the light too. You want to keep it in nice bright light. I keep these in my kitchen right over there, and this one is in my dining room, which gets lots of light. So you don't want to keep your cuttings in a really dark spot, or you don't want to keep them in full sun when you're rooting them either, like in a window that gets a lot of hot direct sun, because they will not like that. And the other most important thing is to be sure to change the water at least every 5 to 7 days. Otherwise, a lot of bacteria will build up in there, and we don't want that. So I hope you have found this video about how easy it is to root the beautiful Dracaena Marginata to be helpful. These roots started appearing in about a week and a half. Now this is week 2, so they're on their way, although I did cut some of them off. That's how we make our indoor gardens more beautiful. And speaking of garden, let's get out in the garden, or in the garden, in the house, and make the world a more beautiful place. I thank you for all your likes and your subscribes and your comments. I really appreciate them. I have a lot more videos coming your way, so please come back. And as always, I thank you so much for watching. Bye. It likes a nice bright light, nothing too direct and hot, and not in a dark corner, because it does need some light.